Hi everyone, this is Ashwin. In this video, we are going to solve the problem and XOR OR. Given an array A of n distinct elements, let M1 and M2 be the smallest and the next smallest element in the interval L and R, where L are in between the range of n. And this is some formula with the AND operation, XOR operation, OR operation, where these symbols are the respective bitwise operators. Your task is to find the maximum possible value of Si. So using this formula, we have to find the maximum possible value that satisfies this condition. First, we need to look into some cases. So the first case is this formula. Here, this formula is bitwise operators. You can just directly implement this formula in the code. It will take constant time only, but my friend suggested it can be simplified further. The result that are coming from this operation and the result that will come from M1 XOR M2 are the same. So we are going to replace this whole operation with a simple XOR operation. So both the results will be the same. You can do the mathematical logic later if you want. And apart from that, they have specified some range. That is M1 and M2 be the smallest and the next smallest element in the interval L and R. So that condition needs to be satisfied. You can solve this problem by using a brute force approach by finding the smallest and the next smallest element for the corresponding interval. It will take order of n square. That is a brute force approach. It may solve the problem, but it may sometimes exceed the time limit. So let's go for an optimal approach, that is order of n. Using the stack, we are going to stack the elements on top of it with an increasing subsequence. So we can stack elements like the smallest and the next smallest adjacent to each other. So we can calculate the result and store the maximum value of that all the operations of the result. This optimal logic I'm going to implement in this problem. I'm going to explain all the operations while writing the code. Now let's see the constraints. Here n can go up to 10 to the power of 6 and ai can go up to 10 to the power of 9. So here n can go up to 10 to the power of 6. So I don't think we can solve this using the brute force approach, because for brute force approach, the maximum capacity is like around 10 to the power of 5. So if it's 10 to the power of 6, we need to go for some optimization in the code, even in the brute force approach. But we don't need to worry. We are going to solve it in linear time. Okay, let's see some examples. Here we have 5 elements in the array. In the range 1 and 2, 6 is the smallest, 9 is the second smallest. So from 9 and 6, after implementing these operations, we are getting the result 15. That is the maximum we are going to get from this array. But HackerRank can provide additional test cases apart from this in order to understand the logic completely, but they are giving only 1 or 2 examples for order problems. Maybe we can come up with our own examples to try to figure out the logic. Here, if you compute other sequences like 1 to 3, 3 is the smallest, 6 is the second smallest. And for the interval 3 and 4, 3 is the smallest and 5 is the second smallest. If you take the interval 3 to 5, 2 is the smallest, 3 is the second smallest. So if you are stacking some elements in the array, make sure you are stacking in an increasing subsequence. So if it's increasing subsequence means 3, after that 2 will be stacked together. Before stacking, we will be computing the operation with the adjacent smallest character as a base operation. Okay, let's solve the problem in order to clearly understand the whole logic. First, I'm going to initialize the stack to track the elements. Stack equals an empty list and max result equals 0. So this variable will contain the maximum results that we are getting from this operation. Now, after that, we are going to iterate each element from the array. So for I in range of length of A, while stack, if the stack has some element means result equals stack of -1 XOR A of I. As I have already mentioned, this whole operation can be replaced with a simple XOR operation. You can also check this with some other examples and verify both the results are same. This is bit operations. After getting the result using the top of the stack and the current element, we are storing the maximum result in the max result. So max result equals max of max result comma result. So it will be having the maximum result in this variable. After that, we are going to check whether we can stack this current element into the stack or not. So if stack of -1 is greater than a of I, remember, as stated in the question, we need to have the smallest and the next smallest. So if they have some greater element means we will pop that element from the stack. Stack.pop, and if it's not satisfies the condition means we will break the while loop. This while loop will continue until the stack reaches empty or the current element is greater than the top of the element. So after the while loop, we will append this current element inside the stack. Stack.append a of I. This will do the operations for all the elements inside the array. Finally, we will return the result. Return max result. Okay, that completes our whole logic of our problem. So for this logic, we are initializing a stack variable and a max result variable to store the maximum result. We are iterating each element in the array. And in the while loop, if the stack is not empty means we will use the top element of the stack and the current element to do the operation and store the maximum result in the max result variable. If the top element is greater than the current element means as per the condition, we need to pop that element or else we will break the entire while loop. After the while loop completes, we will append the current element to the stack. Finally, we will return the max result. Let's also print the stack variable to know what is happening on each iteration. Let's run the code now. As you can see, it passed the sample test case. Let's see the stack output. Initially, 9 is present in the stack, 6, 3, and after that, 3, 5. As I already mentioned, only the sequence which are increasing that will be keep on adding to the stack. Apart from that, we will be popping the elements and pushing the current element to the stack. Like in the fifth iteration, we popped all the elements and pushed 2 into the stack. When we have the current element as 2, stack as 3 and 5. So it will calculate the result for this range like 4 and 5. It will compute the result. 2 will be the smallest element and 5 will be the second smallest. After popping out 5, for the range 3 to 5, 2 is the smallest element and 3 is the second smallest element from this range. That's why this logic works perfectly without finding all the combinations from the array. Okay, now let's remove this. If you have any other logic other than this, please leave a comment below with your logic. It will be very useful for others to get some insights from this. Let's submit the code now. Yeah, we solved the problem. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for future videos. Stay tuned for the next video.